Hello, good morning friends. Today we will learn our module number 2, vector spaces. So today's topic is Gram-schemated process 1. Now in the previous few video lectures you already learned what do you mean by dot product, then norm and then projection. So we need all these concepts here again. We need the definition of dot product, we need the definition of norm, and we must know how to find the projection because we are using that projection formula in a new formula. So here we are trying to learn Gram-schemated process. So what is Gram-schemated process? Gram-schemated process is nothing but one procedure to find out orthonormal vectors, or you can say set of orthonormal vectors are only vectors. With the help of these steps we'll get some vectors v1, v2, v3 if u1, u2, u3 are already given. Now what do you mean by orthonormal vectors? Two vectors are said to be orthogonal if their dot product is 0, that we already learned, right? So orthonormal means if the vectors are orthogonal and if the norm of each vector is 1, then we say that the vectors are orthonormal vectors. Now here let us try to find out a vector v. So we are assuming that v be a non-zero inner product space. Inner product means dot product. So v is a set of all vectors where all are R3, means all the elements of v are three-dimensional. Let u equal to u1, u2, u3 be any base for v. So with the help of this u1, u2, u3 which are given, so with the help of this u1, u2, u3, with the help of this u1, u2, u3, now we'll try to find out new v1, v2, v3 with the help of some formula. So these formulas are very important. So this formula we have written in terms of some steps. That procedure is divided into some steps. So the following steps are leads to orthogonal basis, that is v1, v2, v3. So from u1, u2, u3 we are trying to find out this v1, v2 and v3. So what are the formulas for this? First formula for this is equal to, now first is step 1. Let v1 is equal to u1. So we are assuming that that first step, that is whatever the u1 is given, we are assuming this as v1. So step 1 is complete. So it's very simple. Then in step number 2, what we'll do, in step 2 we'll write a formula for v2. So step 2, v2 is equal to u2 minus inner product of u2 with v1 divided by norm of v1 square dot product with v1. Now here something new if you observe, that is inner product of u2 with v1. This is nothing but dot product of two vectors u2 and v1. So only the notation is different. Now once you get a formula for v2, now let us write down the last formula, that is for v3. So step number 3, v3 is equal to u3 minus inner product of u3 with v1 divided by norm of v1 square dot product with v1 minus inner product of u3 with v2 divided by norm of v2 square into dot product with v2. This is our step number 3. Now after getting this v1, v2, v3, these are only the orthogonal vectors, but actually we have to find out the orthonormal vectors. So to get the orthonormal vectors we have to find out some more, that is we have to find out the norm of each vector, and with the help of this norm of v1, v2, v3 we'll try to find out that v1, v2, v3, that is q1, q2, q3. Now here we got the orthogonal set v1, v2, v3. Now let us find out q1, q2, q3. Then to get orthonormal vectors we'll write q1 is equal to v1 upon norm of v1, q2 is equal to v2 upon norm of v2, and q3 is equal to v3 upon norm of v3. So these q1, q2, q3 are our required vectors that are orthonormal. This q1, this q2 and this q3. Now once you get these formulas, now with the help of this formula we'll try to find out some orthonormal set of vectors. But one thing I will explain you before we start solving the example. Here we are writing v1, v2, v3, but if in the examination, if in the example it is given only u1 and u2, then what we'll do, we'll perform only first two steps, that is step number 1 and step number 2. If three vectors are given u1, u2, u3, then you perform three steps v1, v2, v3, otherwise only two steps are sufficient. So initially we'll solve examples where only two steps are required. So let us write on the first example. Construct an orthonormal basis of R2, that is a set of all vectors which two elements are there, using Gram-schemated process. Now with the help of this Gram-schemated process, to some set S is equal to 3, 1, 2, 3. Now if you observe here, S is given. S is the set of all some vector, that is 3, 1 and 2, 3. So we'll assume that first as u1 and second as u2. So in step number 1, before writing step number 1, let us write down the solution. Let u1 is equal to first vector 3, 1 and u2 is equal to second vector 2, 3. Once you get u1 and u2, now we'll follow our procedure. What is the procedure? Step number 1. In step number 1, we are assuming v1 is equal to u1. But our u1 is here 3, 1, so we shift this value here. So step number 1 is complete, that v1 is u1. Now similarly, step number 2, first we'll write down the formula for v2. v2 is equal to u2 minus inner product of u2 v1 divided by norm of v1 square into v1. Now put the value of this u2 is this u2 we have to put in this formula, then put v1. Now this new v1 often you have to put here. Once you put all the values in this formula, what we'll get? We'll get v2 is equal to 2, 3 minus inner product of 2, 3 with 3, 1 divided by norm of 3, 1 dot product with 3, 1. Now here we are only putting the values of this v1, right? If you observe, this is v1. Then we have put the value of u2 is also given the example. So with the help of this, now in the next step we'll try to simplify this v2. So how to simplify this v2? To simplify this v2, we must know how to find the dot product of two vectors and norm of a vector. So in the numerator we have dot product of two vecters, in the denominator we have to find out the norm and dot product again with a vector. So here we'll write first term is same, this first term remains the same, that is 2, 3, and here to find the dot product we'll write 2 into 3 6 and 3 into 1 3. That is, if you observe, we'll get v2 is equal to 2, 3 minus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 1 divided by 3 square plus 1 square into dot product of 3, 1. Now see here, this first element 2 with this first element 3, right? So 2 into 3 we got here 6. Similarly for this 3 into 1, so we'll get here 3 into 1. Similarly in the denominator we have 3 square here and this 1 square here, and dot product with 3, 1. And in the next step we'll write in the numerator we have 3 2s are 6 plus 3 1s are 3, and therefore we'll write v2 equal to 2, 3 minus 6 plus 3 divided by under root of 10 square into 3, 1. Now in the denominator we have root 10 because this is 3 square is 9 plus 1 10. And now therefore the simplification of this v2 is equal to 2, 3 minus 6 plus 3 is 9 divided by root 10 square is 10 into dot product with 3, 1. Now we'll multiply this 9 by 10 inside this vector so that we can simplify further. So let us multiply. So we'll get this is equal to 2 by 3 minus 27 by 10 9 by 10 after multiplying 9 by 10 inside, and then simple subtraction of these two vectors, that is 2 minus 27 by 10 will write here, and then 3 minus 9 by 10 here, and 2 minus 27 by 10 is minus 7 by 10, and 3 minus 9 by 10, that is 21 by 10. So this is our v1 and v2. So we got two orthogonal vectors v1 and v2 now. With the help of these two vectors, v1 is equal to 3, 1 and v2 is equal to minus 7 by 10, 21 by 10. Now we'll try to find out orthonormal vectors, that is q1 and q2 we are trying to find out. So what is q1? We know to get q1 we need norm of v1 and v2. So let us find out norm of v1, first element square plus second element square and square root of this, that is root 10. Similarly norm of v2, again the same method, norm of v2 is equal to first element minus 7 by 10 square plus second element 21 by 10 square, which is equal to under root of 49 by 100 plus 21 square 441 upon 100, which is equal to 490 divided by 100, that is 7 by 10 into root of 10, because 490 can be written as 490 into 10. So we are taking 49 outside, so it becomes 7, and root of 100 is 10. And once you get v1 and v2, now we will write down the formula of q1 and q2. So q1 is v1 upon norm of v1, which is equal to 3, 1 divided by 3, 1, and 3, 1 divided by norm of 3, 1 is root 10. Multiply this root 10 inside the bracket, so you get 3 upon root 10, 1 upon root 10. So this is our required vector q1, which is orthonormal. Similarly, we have to find out q2. q2 is v2 upon norm v2, but we know the value of norm v2 and v2. v2 is minus 7 by 10, 21 by 10, and norm of v2 is 7 by 10 into root 10 that we obtained here, and divide this. Minus 7 by 10 cancel with 7 by 10, so we get only minus 1 by root 10 as the first element. Here 21 by 10 divided by root 10, so we'll get this 7 again cancels, so we'll get 3 upon root 10, and so this is our answer. Now what we have done, there are two vectors are given, u1 and u2, and we are only trying to find out v1, v2, which are orthogonal. From v1, v2 we are trying to find out orthonormal, that is q1 and q2. So this procedure is complete. Now similarly we will try to solve one more example of the same type here. So what is the second example? A second example is, suppose we have to construct an orthonormal basis of R2 again using the Gram-Schmidt process. S is equal to 3, 1, 2, 2. Instead of writing that element 3, I have written here 2. That is the difference, only the previous sum and this sum, and remaining everything is same. So what I will suggest, you stop the video, you solve the example yourself, and then cross verify your answer with this video. So now let us solve the example. So what is the solution here? The method is same. What we'll assume, first take first element as u1, so u1 is 3, 1, and u2 is 2, 2. Now once this step 1 is complete, follow. Now write down step 1. We have written only u1 and u2. Now step 1, let v1 is equal to u1, which is 3, 1, which is given here. We are writing only here. Now step number 2, v2 is equal to, we know the formula, v2 is equal to u2 minus inner product of u2 with v1 divided by norm of v1 square and dot product with v1. Now put the value of this u2 here, put the value of this v1 here in this formula, and therefore we will get the next step. Substitute only the value. So v2 is equal to 2, 2 minus inner product of 2, 2 with 3, 1 divided by inner product of norm of 3, 1 square into dot product with 3, 1. And now we'll simplify it. Let us simplify this step. So what we'll get? To simplify again, we need dot product and norm of vector. So 2 into 3, that is 2 into 3 plus 2 into 1 divided by under root of 3 square plus 1 square into dot product with 3, 1. Now 2 into 3 is 6 here, and 2 into 1 is 2, so we get 6 plus 2 in the next step. So we can write v2 equal to 2, 2 minus 6 plus 2 divided by 3 square is 9 plus 1 10. So root 10 square into 3, 1. Again we'll simplify. 6 plus 2 is 8 and root 10 square is 10. So 2, 2 minus 8 by 10 into 3, 1. Now multiply this 8 by 10 inside this vector. Multiply, therefore we get 2, 2 minus 8 by 10 into 3. That is here I written 12 by 5 because here we can say this 8, it becomes 4, and this 10 becomes 5 because 2 get cancelled from numerator and denominator. So 4 by 5. Now multiply 4 into 3, we'll get 12. Now 4 into 1 is 4, so we'll get 4 by 5, which is equal to, now simple subtraction of these two vectors. So we'll get 2 minus 12 by 5, and this is 2 minus again 4 by 5. After simplification we'll get minus 2 by 5, 6 by 5. So we got v1 and v2. Once you get v1 and v2, that is our v1 is equal to 3, 1, and v2 is equal to minus 2 by 5, 6 by 5. So what is remaining now? Now we have to find out orthonormal vector, that is q1 and q2 we have to find out. So how to get q1 and q2? To get q1 and q2 we need norm of p1. It's similar to the previous problem. Norm of p1 is under root of square of each element and add them. So we got root 10 as a v1. To get norm of p2, again norm of p2 is equal to under root of first element is minus 2 by 5 square plus second element is 6 by 5 square, which is equal to under root of 4 by 25 plus 36 by 25, that is 40 by 25. 4 we can take outside, so 2 upon 5 into root 10. Here we are taking that 4 outside, so we got 2 here, and root of 25 is 5. Once you get v1 and v2, now we have to find out q1 and q2. We know the formula, q1 is equal to v1 upon norm of v1. We know the value of v1 is 3, 1. We know the value of norm of v1, that is 3, 1 divided by root 10, or multiply this root 10 inside, so 3 upon root 10, 1 upon root 10. This is the value of q1. Similarly q2 is equal to v2 upon norm v2, where v2 equal to minus 2 by 5, 6 by 5 divided by norm of v2. We know that 2 upon 5 into root 10, which is, we are writing this value from this to here. And now simplify. This minus 2 by 5 cancel with this minus 2 by 5, so we'll get minus 1 upon root 10. Similarly here this 6, so we'll get this as 3, and therefore writing 3 this 5 get cancelled with this 5 and we'll get root 10, therefore minus 1 upon root 10 comma 3 upon root 10, and this complete the solution. So what we have learned today, a very important procedure we have learned, Gram-Schmidt process to obtain orthonormal vectors if some vectors are given. In short, if u1 u2 is given, we can find out v1 v2 and q1 q2. If u1 u2 u3 are given, 3 vectors are given, then how to find this q1 q2 q3, that we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.